Hello and welcome back. Today is our third anniversary of taking over here at Farsley Celtic. When we took them over, they were bottom of the Vanarama National League South. Welcome to From the Bottom to the Top. Hello and welcome to episode 46 of From the Bottom to the Top. My name is Mark, and on today's episode we have games against Bradford City, who are second in the table in League 2, and against Cheltenham Town, which is our game in hand, I think, that was moved due to postponement because of a waterlogged pitch. It was a little while ago now. And of course we have also Hartlepool that was moved because of a waterlogged pitch. This game against Cheltenham might not be. It might have been the one before. But anyway, long and short of it is, yes, as I said in the intro, it is our third anniversary today here at Farsley Celtic. And we've signed a new contract, basically. Had it also in one of my other saves. So they seem to have come together. Yeah, we were on £1,000. We're now on 1,300 a week here in the second division, and yeah, we're okay, a-okay as it stands. Right, what was I doing? Yes, so that's a good start to our third anniversary of being here. Obviously, today's games, we have Bradford City, who are currently second, Cheltenham, who are currently seventh, and we'll have a closer look at those very, very shortly. But since you were last with us, which was for the Bradford City and Northampton, should have been Bradford City, and Hartlepool, Northampton and Exeter should have been offline. But because the Hartlepool got moved because of waterlogged pitch, we played Northampton the second game of the episode. So 2 winning games. A 4-2 win against Bradford at Valley Parade, and then a 1-0 win against Northampton. Since then, we have managed a 1-0 win against Exeter City at St James Park. Will Russ getting the goal after 12 minutes. It was one of those, really. Exeter 7 shots, 5 on target, 0.35. We had 17 shots, 9 of which were on target, good over 0.5%. A 1.95. Really should have had a second goal in that game, and lots of the possession. So we really should have been. We should have won that without any shadow of a doubt. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot more to say about that. Having said all of that, of course, it has kept our good run going, which means that in the table we are 15 points clear of Bradford, who are our opponents today, and we have that game in hand. So that still to come, that game in hand. And as I say, 15 points. If we can beat them today, that opens the gap up even more. And we are only, if you remember, today being the 23rd game of the season, we are only halfway through the season. So what a good first. So we could actually end the first half of the season with 60 points. That's potential for 120 points for the whole season if we can continue in this vein. Whether we can or not is another matter. We could even afford to lose a couple of games without being too much of a worry. A plus 37 goal difference as well. So we are really, really motoring. Transfer wise, we have lost out to Max Haygarth. He's gone to Hartlepool. Just literally happened just before the episode started. Max Haygarth, who has been on loan with us, has gone to that. It did say that confirm a deal follows on from speculation that there were late improvements negotiated by Hartlepool's proposed contract in order to make the move happen. He rejected an offer from us, basically. But it did say that we're informed that Haygarth had no hesitation in accepting Hartlepool's offer over ours, with it being a very straightforward decision for him to make. He felt Hartlepool offered him a generous release clause compared to what we expected from them. However, he felt that the wage that we offered him was disappointing compared to what he was looking for from us. So obviously the negotiation That's fine, Max. If you don't want to be with us, you will be playing next season. Well, I don't know where you'll be playing your football next season. Let's have a look. Didn't want to do that. Where are Hartlepool? Hartlepool, mid-table. Chances are you'll be playing League 2 football next season. I think we could be playing League 1, to be fair. Who knows? Right. So it is Boxing Day fodder today. Hope you haven't eaten too much turkey because we've got to beat Bradford City. It's a 6-pointer, top of the table clash, and we could open up a huge gap at the top and hit 60 points for the first half of the season if we win today. And the team to face Bradford City in this game: Fryer in goal, Robinson, Jones, Nelson and Doherty are backline. Willock, Kaji and Brunt beginning to make a partnership in that midfield there. Dixon in front of them, McBride and Russ up front. And on the bench we have Smith, Lembixa, Shepherd, Cannon, Fernandez, Harlock and Nolan. And we're underway here at the EnviroEvent Stadium in Harrogate, our surrogate ground for now. And playing in our usual green shirts. Bradford City playing in their maroon and gold. 20 odd minutes gone. Nothing to show for it. No highlights to boot as we head down to the half-hour mark. Nelson with a free kick deep in our own half. Kaji back to Nelson. Nelson comes forward, gets it to Doherty. Russ, Dixon looking for Willock. He's found him. Willock now will cross the ball in, trying to get it on the head of Dixon, but he didn't make it. And Bradford will come away with the ball, but it was a bit of a speculative punt up forward. Nelson with the ball. Russ, Brunt, Willock. Willock goes out wide to Robinson. Robinson holds the ball up. Willock. Kaji takes a shot from distance and the goalkeeper parries it up into the air. Will Russ was offside. Oh yeah, just as Kaji took the shot. In fact, don't think the goalkeeper saved it. I think it come back and cannoned off of the crossbar, actually. Goalkeeper may have pushed it onto the crossbar, but it came back off the crossbar. But Will Russ was offside when the first kick was taken. Just that one highlight of that first half. That was a bit disappointing, wasn't it? 12 shots, 4 on target, not on our 50%, 0.88. 57% of the possession. Bradford City have had 5 shots, only 1 on target, 0.28 and 43% of the possession. We got to do a little bit better in the second half. And first highlight of the second half, Robinson to Willock and Dixon, Kaji, Dixon, Russ, Doherty. Doherty will try and get a cross in. No, he doesn't. And Sutton brings Brunt down. And I think we've got a penalty. Conor McBride with the penalty. Has missed penalties recently. Scored the last one out, I think. And he's scored this one. The goalkeeper didn't even move. The referee's not moved either. But that is his 18th goal of the season. Conor McBride. And after 47 minutes, we go 1-up. I think he was lucky that didn't go over the top. It sort of cannoned off the crossbar. I think the goalkeeper thought it was going over the top, which is why he left it alone and did nothing to it. As we head down to the hour mark, is this going to be our third 1-0 win in a row? It'll be a bit boring if it is. Robinson, but I suppose they all count. Robinson coming forward. Willock looks for Russ, who gets it in. It's his 22nd goal of the season. And no, it's not going to be a 1-0. Lovely vision that from Robinson. In fact, it was Willock. I think this defender here. Staunton just playing him onside. I think we'll probably get that again in a minute. It was a very, very close run thing. Here we go. He was Staunton just playing him on. And Will Russ put it away neatly. And we have a highlight from kickoff. And they've made some changes as well. Be careful they don't get one back soon. Sutton launches that one. It's just over the top. Right, we'll check the opposition instructions just for Staunton. Never trigger and press. Andy Cook, go hard on him. Show these two on the weaker foots. And then we'll come back to that in a short while and just see what effect that's having. As we head to the 70-minute mark. Past the 70-minute mark, and I think what we'll do is we'll go and have a look, see what needs changing. Zach Brunt is tired. We've got Gerard Harlock that can come on for him. We'll bring Harlock in that position. Everybody else is doing a fine old job. Luke Robinson probably is the one that is struggling out there. We're going to stick with that one change for the moment. Gonna make me proud. $80. We do have a corner. Robinson with the corner swings it in. It's headed by Kaji straight into the arms of Hornby. And that ball launched forward. Jones underneath it. Robinson. McBride. McBride comes forward. Robinson. Dixon. McBride. Rain falling here. Russ goes out wide to Doherty. Into space for Dixon. Now, that looked as if it had gone in. One would expect the referee's watch to have gone if it hit the inside of the thing, rattled the net, didn't actually come to anything. Right. Oh. And we're going to have a look at further changes, but highlight coming straight on it. Need to get in there, stop them coming forward. Trevor is in, but Fryer not really troubled too much. Right, now we can look at making that final change, or not final, but a couple more changes. Lewis Doherty is tired, so Lambixa can come on for him. And Nico Jones, possibly, or Josh Dixon. Who would come on for Josh? Jack Nolan is about the only man that can play in that advanced playmaker role. Okay, Jack Nolan going to come on for him then. That'll make me proud. 83 minutes on the clock. And the ball comes out to Doherty. Harlock. Inside to Dixon. Russ. Willock. McBride. Willock. Doherty into the path of Russ. And the goalkeeper making a fine save. McBride. Robinson. We're at it again. Willock. Going back to Jones. Kaji. Willock. Russ. Doherty moving it around. Lovely here. Bradford all over the place. Nobody there, though, in that cross. It was a bit deeper than what probably should have done. Willock, McBride, Willock, out to Doherty, and then Russ, as you see, and that was a lovely save. into injury time we go. Nelson with a free kick deep in our own half. Lembixa. Nelson back to Fryer, who launches one forward. Russ is underneath it, but the defender gets there. Trevitt. Hughes. Oh, and Edwards is in. He's put it wide, though. Ball falling through to him, but it went out, and that's gone out for a corner. They have a corner right on full time. Trevitt crosses in, and it's straight into the arms of Fryer, who says thank you very much. And it's game over. We had a good second half, realistically. Goals from McBride from the penalty spot. Will Russ after 61 minutes. 21 shots, 9 on target, not hitting our 50%. 2.94, should have had another goal. 59% possession against their 10 shots. Only 2 on target, 0.82. 41% of the possession. That has hit us to 60 points for the half of the season. And it's a 6-pointer because they were in second place. Let's have a look and see how the table looks halfway through the season. And so there we are. As you will see, top of the table, 18 points clear of second place. Bradford City, our opponents today now. 18 points clear at the top. Game in hand, so that could be 21 points clear at the top if we manage to win that game in hand. And well, what can I say? I think we almost got 1 foot in League One at the moment. We're running away with this, and I'm just wondering whether the bubble's going to burst at some time or not. It was a bit of a wonky start, but once we got going, we really have hammered along at the top. 39 plus 39 goal difference as well. I don't think we can get caught somehow. At the moment, there are 22 points, I think, separating us and Colchester, who are outside of the playoff spots, or automatic spots. Sorry, and 25 points down to just outside the playoffs. So I think we've really got to throw this away if we are going to not end up with some promotion or whatever. I'll get the sack, I think. If that was the case, then that would be the end of the series. Right, okay. What more can I say? I think we just got to really say that there's a huge chasm from when we took them over 3 years ago. Bottom of the Vanarama National League South, right at the rock bottom. And here we are at the end of today, top of League Two, and I'd say pretty much a League One side as it currently stands without any shadow of a doubt. Right, 3 days down into our game with Cheltenham. We're away at Cheltenham for this one. It's at the Johnny Rock Stadium. What a name. Johnny Rock Stadium. Farsley Celtic then. Cheltenham previously 1 game played. Of course, that was that 1-0 win at ours in that one. Had we previously played apart from Bradford? I think the only time we've beaten them was that 4-2 win previously. So 3 games without conceding a goal as well. So it's all going very, very well. Right, we'll be back with the team that's going to face Cheltenham Town in the second game of the episode. And this is the team for our second game against Cheltenham. Fryer in goal, Robinson, Jones, Nelson, Dougherty continue in back line. In fact, there's no changes from the last game. Willock, Kadji and a Brunt in the midfield. Dixon in front of them. McBride and Russ are in front of them. We'll tweak it slightly, though, because I think we did tweak it last time round and had a little bit of a desired effect. Smith, Limbiks, Shepherd, Cannon, Fernandez, Harlock and Nolan are on the bench. And here we are at the Johnny Rock Stadium in Cheltenham. We have a throw in. Dougherty to Kadji. Dougherty, Brunt, Dixon. Goes back to Nelson. Nelson comes forward. Jones to Willock. Willock to Robinson. Robinson inside to Willock. Moving the ball around nicely. Kadji, Brunt, Doherty, Brunt, Kadji, Dixon, and he's been tackled, and Cheltenham come forward, but to no avail. Nelson, Doherty, back to Doherty. Doherty flicks one over the top. Russ is on it. Oh, he's hit the post. That was good until he hit the post. Sorry, there was interruption there. Doherty on the ball. Brunt, Russ, Dixon finds McBride, who flags it over the top. But McBride was offside. The arm of the defender went up. Gregory with the free kick. Heads it on. And Nuttall is on it. Fryer makes a save, but he's only parried it to Nagangdu. And they go a goal in front. We haven't conceded for a few games, and we have now. Right, saving that boo and Nagangdu. Let's just check the opposition instructions to make sure we're doing this right. Tackle him hard. Never trigger press. Matty Blair, I think we should put on the weaker foot. I think Jack Ellis should go on weaker foot, to be fair. Right, we'll confirm those changes. And Cheltenham at it again. And Chapman gets away. Oh! And we go 2 down. Now, we haven't done that for a while, and that was a mistake by Jones, I think it was. We'll see it again, and we could be losing our first game for some time, which will put a dent in our huge lead. It was Jones that never got his head to that, and Nuttall was just waiting, lurking behind him. Right. Maybe, just maybe, we're going to change out of this and change to a slightly different attack rule. McBride gone left. Kadji gone out to the right. That doesn't work. Willock can't play out there either. Dixon. He can't play out there. Can play out there. He's much better out there than Kadji is. Right, we're going with that for the minute and change our formation. See if we can get in here. Had 3 shots, none on target. Corner though, Robinson. Dixon! And it's bobbling around. Robinson will tidy up. As we come forward, Robinson to Nelson, to Doherty, to Brunt. Back to Doherty. Doherty on the ball. Tucked it back. Brunt. Crosses the ball in. It's a headed. Ooh, just wide by McBride. I was going to say a headed goal, but it went wide. Not hit the target yet, which is a bit of a worry. Nelson getting under that one, but he's only headed it as far as the Cheltenham players. Cheltenham, it did say in the pre-match that they haven't conceded for 8 games. Can't be right. Robinson heads that straight into Nuttall, which was a bit of a bonkers thing to do. Crossed in. Ooh. Jones under that one. But again, it's headed down. But Willock intercepts. But it was a poor pass to Russ. Langu has picked up an injury. That one long. Nelson hooks it Oh, what the heck is going on here? Fryer making the save. It's a corner. And as it is at the minute, they are all over us. Excuse me. Nelson hooking that one away, but hooked it straight into trouble. Fryer getting a leg to that. As we head down to half time. And they're at it again. We don't seem to have a way in here, but we have. Jones has beaten him. Russ, he's going to. Oh, no, it's too far for Russ. That long ball. Mbumba is there. He's chipped the goalkeeper. They have 3. And we are in big trouble here. What is going on? We have a long way back now. League leaders, 60 points halfway the stage of the season. And we just seem to have hit self-destruct. Russ with the kickoff. Jones, Kaji, Nelson, Doherty. It'd be good to get one back before half time. Dixon, Kaji, back out to Dixon. Can we? Doherty, yes. Will Russ with his 23rd of the season and put a dent in their aspirations. 3-1. Can we win this 4-3? Showing a bit of character now. Nice ball in. Will Russ just pokes that home. And as I said, half time never looked as if we were in this at all. 10 shots, only that one goal on target, 1.28. Cheltenham have had 9 shots, 7 on target. So equal amount of shots. It's just that they've been hitting the target. We haven't. 64% possession against their 36. It should be a game that we can get back into. But people like Conor McBride need to put in a shift in the second half. And Divimumba. Nuttall. Why do these not come up before? They're sensible to go in hard on him. Mark Joe Nuttall tightly. Always. And him. Elliot Bonds has come on. And we'll show him onto the weaker foot. And as we look, yeah, the two that we should have put instructions on are the ones that have given us grief. As 60 minutes gone by, making no inroads here at all. And we need to try and get back in. I think we're going to have to. Tactically, we're going to have to take somebody off. Conor McBride is not having a good game at all. Now, if I take him off for Shepherd, bring Shepherd on. In fact, no, I'm going to Conor McBride for Jack Nolan. He was better as a winger on that left side. And we're going to take Kaji off as well. We're going to go 2 up top. Once again. Kadji's come off then for Tom Cannon. He's going to be the deep lying forward. Not the best up front, is he? But options up front seem to be a bit weak. I don't know why, but they are. And we're going to struggle here. And I think we're going to have to go attacking, try and chase this game. Give a team talk. I'm going to point the finger. Faithy, get out there and make a difference. Right. Confirm the substitutions. And let's see if we can get a highlight or two. We have had more shots now, just not hitting the target again. And they've changed their formation slightly. They've made a load more changes as well as we hit 75 minutes. And I think they've shut up shop, really. Is pretty much where they've gone. Loads of shots now, just can't get them on target. No highlights. We're going to lose this game, I think. And, deep in injury time. Lewis Doherty for Lembixa. Try and fire them up one last time. We're going to have any more highlights? Doesn't look like it. Game's over. We've been beaten. Cheltenham 3. We did actually manage to score a goal, but it's a poor result. And let's see how big a dent that's put in our lead at the top. They had 13 shots, 8 on target to 2.12 XG. We had 18 shots, 2 on target, a 1.81 XG, 65% of possession. We just didn't hit. I mean, we had plenty of chances, just didn't hit the target at all. Well, by virtue of Bradford losing, by the looks of it, and Tranmere now coming up through the pack, as it were. How did Tranmere get on? Tranmere beat Sutton United 4-0. As it currently stands, the goal difference has gone down by 2, but we are 18 points clear of Tranmere in second place with a game in hand, which, again, if we can win that, we would be 21 points clear at the top. So at the moment, I think we're okay. We're okay. So 18 points clear at the top of the table from Tranmere and Bradford at the end of this episode. And we have lost for the first time for a little while, which has hurt somewhat. Makes us smart a little bit. Cheltenham move into promotion contention. Bristol Rovers 5, Leyton Orient 0. And yeah, I think that 2 games in quick succession caught us, really, but that's not an excuse in any manner, shape or form. So our Christmas has been a bit mired, shall we say. Yeah, we might have to go back to the drawing board a little bit on this one. So we are going to... We've got Tranmere down here, so we're going to try and get Tranmere on an episode. Probably... because we'll be into transfer season as well. So we're going to have Bristol Rovers and Solihull Moors offline. We'll come back for the Hartlepool game, which we were going to have. Hartlepool and Colchester in the next one, and then we'll see how we're doing. It's possible we might play one game, come back for Tranmere and Crawley Town after that, and then obviously see where we end up. Of course, no FA Cup run for us. It's just pure League Two. And then we'll bob along a little bit because we need to try and get the second half of the season out of the way fairly smartish so that it coincides with FM23 coming out. So that's how we ended up the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this and our other two series, To Be a Legend and Making Tottenham Hotspurs. Again, if you've not seen either of those, go and have a look at the playlists. And, of course, Making Tottenham Hotspurs, again, is coming towards an end because we're at the culmination. 2 finals in that series. Tomorrow is the FA Cup final. Then later on in the week, I think, where am I in the episodes here? Actually, that's not true. You would have seen the FA Cup final and you'll know the result, but we have the Europa League final tomorrow's episode in Making Tottenham Hotspurs again, and then it'll be end of season review next week. Right, that's it. If you want to watch more episodes of Bottom to the Top, a new episode is currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with all that's happening, including what's going to happen with FM23, then you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It will be episode 47. It's out on Monday when we need to hope that we've won the couple of games that we're going to do offline, and that basically we're back into a little bit of form. Till then, goodbye.